Hey everybody, it's Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard with yet another lunchtime live stream. And we're going to be looking at a couple of different tools today. The last couple of days I've been looking at Test Rigger, but today I'm going to look at another tool called Testers.AI. I'm going to show you this over here. This is Testers.AI, and this is pretty darn cool. I got a chance to play around with it, and let me see what I'm going to go do today. I'm going to do a little modification over here. Or show you what we're going to do. I want to do that and control this. So I'm going to just do that. And I'm sharing a screen. No, I'm showing this results screen over here. All right. So, all right. So a little bit about this. Let's see. This is that's a free code camp. That's not what I want. So today what we're going to do is take a look at Testers.AI, and what we're going to take a look at the initial thing, and then we're going to actually go run this because I think it's pretty cool that we should take a peek at it. Testers.AI. I don't want that. I just want to go to Testers.AI. There we go. All right, so this is the kind of cool thing. It says you can start finding bugs in about 7 minutes, which is just about right. And it's pretty easy. You can go through and take a look at the different things. These have got a whole bunch of different AIs that are trained for certain things. So you've got like one to look at your documentation, other one checks APIs. One checks to see if your personas for logging in, like your admin and your customer service representative. Another one for accessibility, that's seeing if the colors are good and it's visible and you can see it, you're not having issues. The font isn't too small. Usability AI, interesting. Privacy, checking to see if you've got private, you're secure. Visual, there's a whole bunch of these over here, and we're going to actually show you how to do it. What we got over here is it's a free download. You just click on the free download, and then you install it, and you're going to run it from a command prompt. So this is it here. There's my command prompt. So I am going to go and do this, and I'm going to run it against my Candymapper site, and then we'll see what it does. So here it is running against Candymapper.com. If you've seen my other live sessions, I have shown Candymapper quite a bit up there, and I'll even say we'll go this, and I see my regular. My regular has followed me yet once again. I have one person who is very friendly, who's friendly watching me, but they never say hello. They're watching me on Twitch, so hello, my one and only automation person. And if you give a streamer a URL, he will want to test it. So I'm going to throw that out onto our discussion. So as always, as I say, if you throw me a URL, I will go and do it. So this is going and testing this screen over here. It takes a couple of minutes. It'll come up, and I should have, let's see, I got the shell, I got this chugging away. Candymapper, this is what Candymapper looks like. And it is saying it's testing it, so we should get a couple of windows popping up in just a moment. So this is my Candymapper. It basically is a website that kind of goes wrong, and there's a few bugs inside of it. And the idea is to see if the AIs, how many bugs can the AIs detect? And there's actually a lot more stuff in there than what I've always had there. So I'm going to take a look at this, and we're going to see. We're here to help you with your website. So it is chugging away, and I'm wondering if that's, yeah, that should be running. It says it's testing Candymapper, so it'll come up in a moment. We'll get that. But in the meantime, I did run it earlier before. So this was the report that I got on the site. And we'll take a look and see what does it actually say. So I'm going to drag this over here. I'm going to put it on the left-hand side, and we'll do a little comparison side by side. Here's my site on the comparison, and the Candymapper site is going to be over here. Let's see, where's my candymapper.com? Here it is. All right, I'm going to take this guy. Oh, look at this. It's already chugging away. Look at this. Ain't this cool? So this is AI, Testers.AI, and it's just chugging around, putting out results on here. And I believe I should have some site that is autonomous. I think this is it. This is our results that are telling us what's going on. So a little side note over there. So I guess it's just that big. Okay. So this is all the stuff since I've been talking that it was doing. So each one of these little guys has a different little thing. It's saying there's an iframe that on there. And what does she say? She says assigning AI testing agents. So she's basically, oh, this is, okay, that's essentially a MPC, where the MPC is assigning all sorts of different AI agents to do stuff. And they're all bouncing around my screen. Look at that, just having a ton of fun, just checking out all sorts of stuff. This is cool. This is not entertaining. It is entertaining. Let me see if I can get my console over here. We'll move this out of the way. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way so it's a little bit nicer. And yeah, it's just chugging away over here, giving us the little details about what's going on. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller so I can actually assign it over here. So we're good there. I think just chugging away. It's kind of cool. So these are all the things. It's coming. This is checking content. It says all this stuff looks good. Form accessibility. This one's checking for security issues. Looks like it's good and it's solid. Checking for console log issues. Are there any errors mentioned in the console log? It's looking, definitely internally over there, and it's kind of cool. Look, these guys are just giving us a lot more information. Oh, this is giving us some issues. It says here that there's a broken link, the graveyard links golfing. It says oh, hey, we have our first winner. First chicken dinner winner. This is the one that was absolutely the most important one that I wanted to see when this was going on. Misspelled word in the pop-up. Massage should be message. You want? Should we go and double check that? Let's go and double check that. Let's go see the actual Candymapper, my site over there, and I am going to go and pull it down. There's my site. All right. So what I'm going to do is you can't get to it unless you clear the cookies. So I'm going to go and clear my cookies. I'm going to reset. And what does it say here? It says usability issue found. Massage is there. Does it say it? Massage. I'm going to call this a total winner because that is one thing I've been looking to see if any AI would pick up on the context of what's in there. Because you can see down here, did you find a misspelled word? Well, maybe this context is giving a clue to what to go look for. So absolutely, I'm not sure what the AI's name is, but I'm going to say that one did a really good job. It also says there's a broken link, graveyard links golfing. I'm going to say that is absolutely true. Because if we go to graveyard links, it is, I believe, this is at the top or the bottom. Let's see, where is the graveyard links? Oh, you know what? It's hidden under more. It's down here. So if I do this, I should find graveyard links golfing. And what do we get? It should come back with nothing. Welcome Candymapper. It actually went to Candymapper R2. Actually went to a different site. So that's a slightly different issue, but the graveyard links golfing is one at one point is not a valid link. So let me go take a look at the bottom and see if I've got it down here. Graveyard, because I know that is, we got to see the deadlights. We got graveyard links. There we go. It actually goes to goes to a different website. Oh, because I was on Candymapper. This is the first eviction. That's a fixed version. This one over here, if I go to, if we go over here to the, where's my link? I don't see it here. We can see the deadlights. That one will get taken. So, all right. Well, I verify. I built this website. I know the graveyard links golfing is a broken link. What else do we have? Contact form accessibility, missing labels, and ARIA attributes. I will give you that. The contacts don't have them in there. I am pretty certain of that. We can go over here and take a look. And let's see. Yep. Yep, there's no ARIA in there. I haven't updated it in quite a while. So fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see. This one says there's no responsiveness issues found. So yes, the website is very responsive and it's good. No cache AIs. All this stuff looks good. What else do we say here? Let's see what other cool things. Broken link, missing form, select language, lacks keyboard accessibility. All right, that's behind the scenes. Potential iframe sandbox escape vulnerability. It'd be kind of cool if I had a link for that. So that'd be nice. Outdated CKT. The editor is outdated, and there's a high dependency on WSIMG.com. I don't even know what that is. So let's go find out. I don't know why that would be a problem that I have a high dependency on that. Well, let's see. It says this site is not secure. I don't know if I want to go there. All right. We'll come back to it. All right. So what else do we have? Other things? We're going to take a look. Let's see. The side frame, potential broken, insufficient text contrast. Fair enough. That is absolutely good. Although I would like to see screen captures examples of that. Missing labels for form fields. I bet you that's true. Links without clear purpose. Okay, but I would still like to see samples of that. Now, I believe at the end of this, it actually gives us a description of what's going on. So I believe this is the report that we actually get at the end. So if anybody here remembers Julia Childs, Julia would always have a pre-baked turkey. She would take a turkey and baste it during her show and put it into one oven, and then she would open another oven, then pull out a fully baked cold turkey. It's cold because I swear there were times she was not using oven mitts to go and open it up. All right. So best aspects. The app has a structure that allows for the discovery of many issues, including a degree of testability. Areas for improvement. The home page has multiple accessibility and security vulnerabilities, broken links, and content errors. I could go and run this against my site. All right. Oh, it's coming back. It's generating test case info. It also generates videos somewhere. I have to go and find that. So I have two people watching. Just a reminder, whoever my second person is who's watching there on YouTube, thank you. Welcome. This is my lunchtime automation test. We are looking at Testers.AI. And the AI, if you watch this video, you can look at the very beginning. There's got all little AIs just running around. And they're all just reporting on all sorts of stuff that's going on against my Candymapper website. That's my Candymapper website right over there. And it has all sorts of stuff. Who needs music? I think we need a little bit of music to make this fun. So let me go find something. How about feeding? I don't know exactly how loud and annoying that is. Just a reminder for you on there on LinkedIn, you can actually ask for me to test a website. I don't do load testing. I don't do anything that's going to impact anybody. And I don't go any farther than a CAPTCHA. But if you have something you want me to take a look at, that's cool. If you want to join me on screen, shout out. Just leave me a message. You can do that on the YouTube channel since you're watching from YouTube, and you can just chat in there and say, "Hey, give me go test this URL. I want to go and test Best Buy. I want to go test Kmart or Kmart. I don't think they're in business anymore." But it's amazing, this AI testing agents, that all the information that it gives you, it looks to me like it's actually building a step. Let's go see what these steps are building. Test step, locate the contact current form. This is actually, I think this is building out the automation, the Candymapper challenge. It says go contact form, enter valid information, first name, email, address, and message. Well, in the Candymapper challenge, you don't do the email. You just hit the submit, and you want to verify that you get a message that says, "Hey, you didn't put in an email." And then you put in an email. It goes, "Great, I like the email." All right. Let's reasoning navigated to this. Now I need to close the pop-up. So it says close the pop-up. Step 3, close the pop-up. Now I need to locate this. And it just ran away because it's finished up that test. So let me take a look at our console and see if this has completed. Yeah, it did complete a test, and it's now going to create a replay video, and it's forms contact. So it is now generating a test and doing this. Aiden comes over here and he's tested the behavior of the search functionality, and he tested this, and this is the replay of the video, I think. Or he'll attempt to do that. He'll attempt to close this. Let's see if he does it. Starting with the new task. Okay, he's looking to see what languages I have over there. Well, I can translate into Punjabi or Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo está? Llamo es Pablo y Mago. ¿Sí? ¿Cuánto dedos? ¿Cuánto dedos? 11, ¿sí? ¿10? 10 dedos. 10 dedos? No. ¿Cuántos dados? ¿Cuántos dedos? 5, ¿sí? 5. 4, 3, 2, 1 y uno más. 5 y 5 y uno más. 11 dedos. See, now that's the fun way to learn Spanish. I don't really speak Spanish phonetically. I just ask people, how do you say fingers in Spanish? And then I can do the magic trick where I say, hey, I got 11 fingers. Look, count them. 5 over here, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1 left over. 5 and 5 plus 1 left over is 11. So if you ever are looking for something you want to do that is fun, go and if you were doing something that's challenging and you want to make it fun and learn it faster, always just try to associate it with something that you are that you are doing that you find enjoyable. And I've always enjoyed doing magic tricks. They've always been my favorite thing to do. And I'm looking for a coin. I don't have a coin, so I'm going to use this cap over here. See that cap? So I'm going to go and grab that cap right over here, and you know it's in this hand, but it's not. It's over in this hand. Now that is what we call a French drop. Now this one is a reverse French drop. You know it's in this hand because I dropped it there, but actually it's not. It's over in this hand. You expected it over there. So while this is chugging away, looking at my screen, I'm going to go close this out and let's see what it does. I like to mess around with the AIs when they're going. So it's doing all these different tests. It's inputting text, Candymapper, and all sorts of stuff in there. So one more time, I grab the coin, the cap, and I say which hand it is in it. And you say this one because I'm pretty sure you dropped it. I'm like, no, it's not that one. It's over here. So there you go. A little bonus for you guys just to make it a little bit more entertaining. A little bit of music, a little bit of magic, and who knows what else might pop up while I'm doing this. Hey, by the way, since you're watching, I want to give you a little heads up. Monday, you can catch me on Joe Colantonio's Automation Guild. We're going to be doing a live session, very similar to what we're seeing right over here. And what we're going to do is talk about all sorts of stuff like AI testing. We'll do a little bit of AI validations. I'll be doing that with some test rigor. I might see if I can pull out a few other tools as surprises before that. It's 1 hour live. Go check out Joe Colantonio, and we'll be doing that and having some fun. Monday morning, I think it's around 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I will double check on the times. But a good way to find out that is to go over to LinkedIn. You can go to that and go follow Joe Colantonio. I'll bring that up just a moment here. Here is Joe Colantonio. Joe Colantonio. Yes, I want to discard that. Joe Colantonio. Discard this. All right, let's see. I don't want to post anybody. I want to go and search up Joe Colantonio while these test cases are chugging away. Here's Joe Colantonio, and if we go to the test guild, and I will bring it down in a moment, you should see a highlight, and if not, you'll see it with over here. We'll be announcing it probably Monday. I have to go send them some information, but we will be doing this, and doing the podcast will be live, and we'll be having some fun as we do it. So definitely, I'm going to go over to the Dark Arts Wizard because I know I posted something about it. And we'll go to PM Grossman, which is the Dark Arts Wizard. Oh, look, our automation thing has completed over here. And it gave us these updates. Oh, it's still creating another replay for search for relevant. All right. Here is this thing over here chugging away. We're going to go see if it is going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to let it take care of some stuff. It's going to select Worcestershire sauce. So it's going to try and find the drop-down list that has all the settings in there and go and select Worcestershire from that. So again, you can say hello if you want, because we're running a little bit out of time. We've got about 25 minutes left. If you missed the entire session, please go check it out. This does take about 30 minutes to run through everything. So this guy is actually inventing test cases for me. What does he say? Step 2, starting with the new task, and he ran away. Well, everybody wants fast automation. I'll give you that. I wasn't looking quite at it. So this is the search for relevant terms slider challenge over here. This is the third one. Let's see. Oh, this one is deduping issues. There were 34 issues that were duplicated. They removed 21. Double checking the issues, 13. Triage approved bug, insufficient test contest. So it's basically reviewing all the bugs and seeing if they are good for submitting. So that's actually pretty too low priority. Hamburger menu missing alt text. Okay. Here's something that's popping up over here. We'll get that to come up. Generating the final report. Bugs remaining after triage, 4. So there are 4 of these seemed low. Low level key. This is a misspelled word, massage. This is low level. Oh man, I like that. I would have said it was high level. So here's our results that we got from all this. And there's even movies embedded in this. That is so cool. And each one of these characters are talking about what they do. Detailed analysis over there. And now it's gone and it has given us the whole detailed analysis. I will drag this over here. This is exactly what we had a little bit before. And we'll take a look at it. I got a C-, which is fine. For the website, I'm okay with that. We have a quality summary. We can talk about the issues. So some of the things I'm gonna look for Halloween. HOWL. HALLO. I was getting a review that was saying this is actually kind of a fun site. The AI enjoyed it. So if I hit play over here, let's see what happens. This is the page has loaded and then the test passed. And so it's the test checks that the user can select Worcestershire from here. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll show you what that actually looks like. We'll do that. We'll go to Candymapper. We'll get the site up and show you exactly what it's talking about. Okay, that site's right over there. So if I come down here, there's this list, and it's the slider challenge. It says just select Worcestershire. So here's the thing, is that my drop down, Worcestershire is way at the bottom. It's the last item. I can select it, right? But from a test automation perspective, is it going to be able to pick it up? Because if I click on this, you'll notice that if we start over here, see where Worcestershire is? It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters, and it's far more than 6 to get up here, which means Worcestershire is located completely off the viewport. And that was what makes it a challenge for a test automation site. Let's see what else we got over here. Selecting a relevant term. I think it's still building stuff over here. User persona. It's still building stuff. Let's see. Control. Find HAWL. LOW. HAWLOW. Dolly. Yep. Now we're just. It's not following Halloween. Thought maybe it had in there. Let's see what else we got over here. It's scrolling a little bit more. Might be my mouse. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the H's over here so that's not quite as annoying. Maybe that's what it was. I think it was a search. So, AI generated test functionality. Go and slide over here. We'll take a look at that. It's interesting. Keep sliding around on me. Maybe it's because this is playing. I'll tell it to stop playing. Let's do that. Pause. All right. I think that's what it was. Yes? Yeah, it was the player that was giving us an issue. My bad. Okay. Let's see what else things it says. The app represents a mixed bag of quality. All right. Some suggestions. Conduct a thorough assessment of the audit of the pages, focusing on the accessibility testing. The colors are terrible. Cool. Priority improvements. There's this editor. We should get this, and it's this version is known to have a vulnerability. And fix all the broken links. 404 errors on the page. To do that, how do you check to see if there's an error, a 404 error on the page? Let me go, and we'll go to inspect, right? And then I'm going to go over to network. I'm going to reload the page. And what we're going to look for in here is see if there's any red in here, any red errors. You see this? There's an ad over here. This has got a script error in it. So there's something wrong there. This is probably the best trick that you can do when you are working on a QA team, whether you're a manual tester or an automation engineer. Oh, it's like my face is frozen. Okay, we're good. Go to the website. If you see something weird, click on inspect and click on the network tab. And on the network tab, if there's anything that's an issue, the whole line is going to light up in red. Let's see if there's any other issues I've got in here. Let's see if I can go to key sites. That's Jonathan. That's Jonathan Wright. He's actually a good guy to listen to too. So he's got some cool stuff. What other things I can go to? The Halloween party. So this is telling it how fast it took to load. And is there any bad links on here? I don't see anything bad here. I'm hosting a party. Any red links here? I don't see. Well, look at that. That ad came up again that said there's a problem. If I go to ghosts, let's see if the ghosts have any issues. Just that ad there. All right. Kind of cool. All right. As I said, if you're watching, you can give a URL and we can go and take a look at some really cool stuff. I'm going to go take a look at Test Rigger. We'll go over to that. I usually go in there. And let's go take a peek at some of the things that I'm working with over here. There's some old stuff from Ministry of Test, the Test Bash. And We have a B&B AI validation. A couple of updates I can give you. One, the Airbnb has updated its site. You can see these pictures over here. It used to have this Shady Meadows B&B, had a nice little house on it and everything. And now, if you actually go to this site, I'll take it out over here. You'll notice it's changed up quite a bit. Doesn't have that same intro. Oh, they went back. Oh, they went back to it. Interesting. Hey, we got another viewer coming back over here. Hi, I'm Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard. Let me see where you are viewing from. Coming in from Facebook. Well, thank you very much from Facebook. If you go to the YouTube channel, you can actually chat and interact with me because I can't chat from Facebook. And that is www.youtube.com, and I'll type that in there. And Dark Arts Wizard, Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard. And you're going to see this pop up over here. And you can see that I have a lunchtime live. That's where you can go. So if you are looking to join that, I will put this and smack it over there. And if you want to jump and catch me over there, looks like they left. Maybe they're going to join me on that. So you can catch me over here and take a look at my live stream. This is my lunchtime live stream. All right, I'm going to go back over to our Candymapper, our restful booker, and this had a completely different image on it. And today it's back to what it was. So it's kind of interesting stuff here. This is a new bedroom. That's a blue room, I believe that is. Let's go take a look at it. See if my memory is correct. Blue room, artist. Let's see if I get a blue room artist over here. Picasso. Let's see. Well, kinda. All right. So I get for going for that. Maybe it was a red room. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go back over here to this. We'll go back over to Test Rigger over here. We're looking at the automation online. And as I said, this has changed a bit. So I can go and check for availability. It's a little console. We were mentioning yesterday, don't try to automate a third-party console. Just check for availability. Just put in the date that you want. I'm going to check for availability. And we're going to go and book this one right now. And I want it from the 11th to the 14th. I'll select that. And I'm going to go reserve that. So I got my thing. I got my first name, Paul. I'll put in Grossman. And then my email is me@me.com. And my phone number, which is 123-456-7890. That, and I will reserve it now. Oh, it says must be 11 numbers. Okay. So we'll say +1 234 910. How about that? Reserve now. And we are good. So I've booked my reservation. So I'm going to return home. And at the very bottom, there is an admin over here. We have quick links. We can go to home. That's the top of this. We can go to rooms. And we have booking over here. But there is also a link that takes us to the admin. And there's the admin panel right there. It's way at the bottom. And the admin username is admin. Checking to see if I am who I say I am, right? And I am. So we'll say okay. And I'll go log in. And it's admin and password. I don't need to see that. But if I go over to the rooms, I've got the rooms. If I go to the report, it'll show that I have registered a room over here. And it stays up there for about 15 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, it goes away. So you could actually recreate, you could create a test. You could create a test that could book the same rooms over and over and see if there's availability, stuff like that. Go to the next, go back to today, There's today. I booked this in the past. How am I allowed to book this in the past, man? I don't know. I can go to messages, and this one is a brand new one. For me, it says you have a new booking. And you can verify all this information, verify the dates. The dates are dynamic. Verify my email, me@me.com, and we can close that. And I can even get rid of the booking entry. I could delete those. And then after a little while, it will come back and reset this. So that's kind of cool. There's fake email at fakeemail.contact us. And there's our fake phone number. That's Shady Lanes over there. And it's a delightful fake. I love this name. It's in Newingtonfordburyshire. Yeah, take them all put together in one shot. That's kind of cool. All right. So Airbnb, I was going to go over there. I'm going to go run my test cases again and see if they continue to run. You can see I'm doing live sessions. That's why they are taking so long. Once they're done, there was what I saw just yesterday. There's a completely different version of this, and different outlook. So I'm going to just undisable this, and I'm going to tell it, go retest this and see if we get the same thing. Now, this has an AI that's being used in it. We're going to say, does this contain a house? Check the page contains a house. Now, this time we run it, we're going to get a completely different house. We're going to get that real picture because I just went and did it live, and it came back with the real house, not the stylized kind of icon image that was up there. So again, I appreciate everybody looking at me with the eyeballs over there. Just one person over there on Twitch. I really wish I knew who that was over on Twitch. I think it's just kind of an AI bot because it never ever responds to me. But we're gonna let this go. By the way, this takes a little while for it to chug away. And look at this. Actually, it gave us a failure because there is no issue, and there's no house. So now I get a different result. What if I'm going to edit the test case. I'm going to go into my history now, and we'll take a look at the historical runs. So this one ran, and it had this, welcome to Shady B&B. And now I run this one, and what's different? Well, it doesn't have that house. And in fact, it didn't even have the main house in it. I wonder why that is. Where's our Restful Booker? Restful Booker is over here. I'm going to give it a refresh, and that should take us. And look, now we've lost it. It's gone. Oh my gosh. It was there. You had me, and then you lost me. Oh my gosh. But it validates that, this is how things change. And it's not a fault for the tester that it was there and now it's gone. And maybe they're changing it back. I don't know what they're doing right now. So that's pretty cool. All right, what else we've got? We can show off. Well, you can, I think I mentioned you can do reusable rules, and you can do data driven, you can do test data, you can put test data in there, and any type of test data is kind of cool. I go to my reusable rules. I don't have anything because I haven't created anything yet, but you can also make an AI rule, and that one's kind of neat. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to go over to our 4 test cases. Right. And I'm going to go and create a new one. So I want to go to B&B. All right. We'll come over here, and I'm going to go to this one here. I want to edit that test case so that I can take a look at it. And I do see it going around over there. Let's go take a look at this. Just those results. All right. Yep. There's a thing greenhouse over there. All right. Well, everybody, running for about 40 minutes. Kind of run out of things to kind of show, but I'll be back tomorrow and maybe later tonight and have a little bit more fun with some live modes and tell you about shared suites and a little bit more of AI testing. So with that, everybody, I'm going to sign off. I'm Paul Grossman, Dark Arts Wizard of Test Automation, the guy with the funny hat. Here you go. I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, if there is a URL that you want to test, that you want me to do, keep an eye on these channels. And you want to throw it in there, I am more than happy to go and test anything. Take care. Have yourself a great day. And cheers.